Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another great Wellness Wednesdays session. We are so glad to have you. I am Zawadi, your co-host for the evening. Along with me is Dr. Eve. And then we have another special guest. We'll talk about her in a moment. So, but while we get started, we thank you for coming. If this is your first time here, let us know where you are joining us from. Please put that in the chat and we will begin promptly. Our disclaimer. This session is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice or an endorsement of any product, service, or opinion. To protect the integrity and confidentiality of participants, please do not share any personal stories or experiences shared by our participants during this session. This session is being recorded and may be shared on Disruptor LLC's platforms. By participating or viewing, you agree not to copy, share, or reproduce any content without permission. All materials presented here are the intellectual property of Disruptor LLC and its counterparts. And just our housekeeping. Please mute your microphones. This way you'll avoid background noise. Openly participate in our discussion and be respectful of others' opinions and comments. And as always, please put your questions and comments in the chat and we'll take the last minute to talk about those. A little bit about Disruptor DAO. Our mission is to accelerate wealth building opportunities by strengthening mindsets and advancing education and investment in disruptive technology. And if you know, you know. What's your mindset? Disruptor DAO has produced a set of mindset and wellness cards. Our card tonight is each and every day, I open myself to limitless financial possibilities. And we'll talk a little bit more about the deck a little later. But what are the possibilities that you are opening yourself to? Just keep that in the back of your mind. Tonight's guest is Shayna Hewitt. And let me just say, once again, thank you for being at Wellness Wednesday this evening. We know we're competing with a Knicks game, but that's just what's going on right now in the world. Shayna is a creative powerhouse. She's a multi-passionate artist. She's a wellness coach and entrepreneur, blending faith, art, and purpose to inspire healthy, intentional living. She is the founder of Built by Community. Shayna leads a holistic fitness brand focused on sustainable health, mindset and transformation, and collective empowerment. And I have participated in her program, so I can vouch for that. She is a wellness and tech educator. Shayna facilitates meditations, creative workshops, and trainings on AI and blockchain for personal and professional growth. She's also a coach for creatives. She guides aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners to build strong, purpose-driven foundations for success. And lastly, but not least, Shayna is a core contributor of Disruptor DAO. She uplifts the DAO through her vibrant talents in graphic design and marketing, helping to shape the DAO's visual voice and community presence. Without further ado, I'm going to invite Shayna to the stage. Come on up, Shayna.
Thank you so much, Z. And what is up, Disruptors? Love to see everyone in the room from different spaces. Continue to drop that in the chat for us. We want to know where you're hailing from tonight. I'm in Queens, New York. Yes, go Knicks. So please, if you hear any background noise over here, more than likely it's my brother celebrating or cooing, depending on what's happening in the game. And Mamba gets excited as well, my big old pup. But nonetheless, I want to thank you for joining us tonight for Wellness Wednesdays. We have a very special topic that we're talking about. And I'm really going to hone in on those of us who are aspiring and early stage entrepreneurs. And tonight we're going to talk about how simple and accessible it is to learn about passive income, especially online, just by sharing your voice, your opinions, your digital presence, and being intentional about sharing what products or services you may have already as an aspiring or as an established business owner. And if you're an aspiring one, please, by all means, don't shy away from those big, bright, winning ideas. We love to build a framework around that for you tonight as well. So by the end of this session, you're going to have a framework designed for small business success, but definitely, again, do not shy away from the concept of building a framework around the life that you want to live and being intentional. So passive paydays, we're going to talk about monetizing your clicks and opinions. And as we move into the next slide, what I really want to show you here is a framework. So in honor of National Small Business Month, this Wednesday wellness session is about passive paydays and how to monetize literally your click. Every time you click on your laptop, on your computer with your mouse, or maybe with your finger on your phone, this session is really for the disruptors in the making. Okay, whether you're sitting on bright ideas or already building something, this session will show you how to take everyday actions by sharing a link or sharing your voice and how that can turn into real income. So what you're seeing right now is a framework, right? So framework is like the foundation of any building that you build, right? So a house or any brick and mortar that you walk into, I want you to think about the bottom ground, the framework, where it starts. Okay, so you have something like a rectangle. Sometimes it might be a square, right? But nonetheless, we got four corners, and I'm going to walk you through how it works. So together, we're going to simplify and craft offers, attract clicks, and really identify this one step that can turn any click opportunity into dollars. Okay. So when you look at the screen here for the overview, the four corners that we're going to cover is asking a question. So we're going to uncover what these questions are, but we want to identify the what, the who, the where, and the how. So as we move on to the next slide, we're going to start with the what. Well, actually, let's start with a quick story. So let me tell you a little bit about how I've come to begin to monetize my clicks and found this lucrative passive income on the side. And don't underestimate the word passive, okay? Passive can be, it's a very broad range. So whatever your dollar amount is, okay, for passive income, that is what I want you to hold on to. But for me, I came towards monetizing clicks shortly after the pandemic, where I was laid off from work and spent a lot of time at home and started to get back to drawing again because I'm an artist, right? So I started to draw, and then I realized that I can actually monetize and commission for my artwork. And in doing so, one thing that I realized that was a big challenge for me was to reach a virtual community. Okay, so a lot of my artwork that I would draw, it was very one-on-one and face-to-face. So that opened my mind up to what I can do from an e-commerce or a virtual standpoint. And what I came across was putting my artwork on t-shirts. So I started to sell merchandise. Then I started to customize merchandise because those were questions that I would get asked every now and again is, hey, well, I see that you created this. Is there a way to customize it? Can you do this for me? And I'm like, yes, let's do it. So here I am in this community, especially in my gym, right? I'm in the fitness community. I'm in gym. I see sometimes 60 to 100 people each shift, 5 times a week. Easily. These are all of my leads and customers, and they're asking me for this product. They're digging it, they're feeling it. And I'm like, great, man. I'm really meeting a demand here and supplying people with these shirts and this merchandise. But when I went to go and look at my revenue, I was in a hole. already within a month's time frame of $1,000. So I realized in that moment that I missed a step. I didn't have a strong foundation to my merchandise business, and nor was I be able to create and sell what I was doing by hand as well. Like I did not have the balance and I clearly missed a step. So instead of abandoning my business altogether, because clearly there was a demand for it and there is a demand for it, I needed to switch something and change something. What I found was that I did not have a framework. I did not have a solid foundation for my business. Okay, so working part-time already at the gym, I was negative in my bank account because of this side hustle that I started, but could still see the potential and how to scale. But first, I needed to build the framework. The framework is the ground level, it is the starting point to everything. We have to build a support system for our dreams and clicks. And so I came across the word framework and listening to a lot of my virtual mentors who were doing something similar. At minimum, they're solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs. And many of my virtual mentors are mentioning this one word, framework, framework, framework. I keep seeing it, I keep hearing it, I'm reading it now. And I said, oh, okay, this is something I should probably look into. It's very important. And so from frameworks, I've learned that you actually need a framework in order to drive a successful business, because anybody can start a business. Anybody can earn additional and passive income, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be successful. It doesn't mean that it'll last long term unless you have a solid foundation. So remember, think about building a house on top of sand or on top of solid ground. So as we move on to the next slide, we're going to talk about this framework a little bit further. I want to give you the Passive Paydays framework. So now we're going to fill in those four corners, which is the same framework I had to fill in order to start to not only generate upside revenue, but to profit from the revenue that I was generating from the first business I started, which was in merchandise. So we're going to start on the top left. The top left, the very first thing you need to work on is your offer in order to have a passive payday. What are you offering to your consumer? Because that's a transaction, right? We exchange value through one another. So you absolutely need a product or more, but at least one, or a service, or an affiliation. And we're going to talk a little bit about affiliations in a second, but just know that that's one of your offers. Okay. Offers funnels to your leads. Leads are potential clients, right? So they're not customers yet. They're not customers until you actually complete a sale. So you want to create an offer to give to a lead in exchange for value. In order for people to know about the value you have, though, we absolutely have to create content in some form of fashion. Digital real estate is big right now. And in digital real estate, we're talking about being able to consistently produce content around our products and service and what we're doing so that we have visibility. So this is beyond just our friends and family supporting our business, y'all, right? They're only going to buy our thing one time, if that. Okay. We want to convert our customers and then we want to keep them. So we need to have offers to sell to our leads. And we also need to have content for visibility. How are people finding you and finding out about your product or service? As a part of your content, you want to create something like emails, a newsletter, blogs, vlogs, podcasts, and more. Whatever it is that you can do consistently is the best way to go. One doesn't rank over the other. It's all about what you can actually do. But I will say, though, as a part of building systems, which comes after your content, is what's called an opt-in funnel. So this is actually what this kind of cuppish looking thing is here in the middle of the screen with a dollar sign on it. That's a funnel, y'all. So we want to create a system that funnels each one of these corners back into each other in every direction. Because when we talk about passive paydays, that means that you are making money while you sleep. That dollar is working for you. You do not need to clock in for 8 hours a day or in order to make a passive income. You do not need to have an additional job. It is initial work at first, but then everything else takes care of itself because you have a system. Systems is what helps to automate processes for our business so that we can move on to the next stage of our business to scale or grow. And so, with that being said, and we'll move on to the next slide. Yeah. Let's see. Can we go back one? Z? Thanks so much. Yes. So I just wanted to give an example of what one of my offers are and how I've created a system around it. So I'm an affiliate with Myron Golden, and maybe some of you have heard of him. If you have, drop it in a chat for me, please. I would love to know who knows about Myron Golden, who watches his content, or maybe has been a part of one of his offers because he's had several. Okay. So Myron Golden has this amazing book. This is actually what helped me to begin to build a framework to my business plan, my business model, and to create a market message, to find my market, to create offers. He's helped me so much in this information that I'm sharing with you right now. Okay. This is a less than 200-page book. It's easy to read. It has illustrations and it's great fundamentals for the foundation of the business. So because it's helped me so much, I decided to become affiliate with Myron Golden and his brand. And one of his offers is his book. Okay, the same book that I read that I'm talking about right now, and it's amazing. And I reread it almost every month because there's always something new to do. So I offer this book as a part of being an affiliate with Myron Golden to my leads through two places. First and foremost is going to be through my content. So if anybody's already subscribed to my channel, if you go to my channel, Life Student Academy, you will see that I have content where I'm actually speaking about Myron Golden's business principles. And I'm also talking about his book. Okay. And through that, in the description box, I have a link, my affiliate link that goes back to this book. Not only do I have that on my YouTube stage, but I also have it in my emails. If anybody has received an email from me, from my Shayna Creates email, you would see that at the very bottom, there is a link that ties back to this book. And that is the way that I began to start to create a simple system to help generate additional revenue. Now, there's a couple of the places here. When you look at this system box at the bottom left corner, there's two icons here. One is for StanStore and the other is for ClickFunnels. These are two systems that help me to collect information so that not only does this person make one purchase, but I want to retain my clientele. So when I have more offers and more solutions for people, I get to continue to offer them through one of these systems. So as we move on to the next slide, okay, we'll just recap here that we need all of these things in our funnel. We need an offer, okay, something valuable and clear to sell before anything else, y'all. You need to create an offer or to know what they are. I'm pretty sure you all have offers. Then you need leads to sell your offer to. And once your offer is clear, the next step is finding the market that needs it, okay? Because it's very specific. Your offer is not for everybody. It's for particular people. Same way Boss Moves book is for entrepreneurs, aspiring and established one. It's not for everybody. It's for this collective specifically. Then you need your content. So you'll see a few icons here, wherever you're at right now, or whichever social media platform you're a fan of, or wherever you consume content, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and there's Amazon. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, this is how you attract, educate, and then convert leads for free. It's free for you to advertise because there's only two options. You're either going to advertise for free or you're going to pay for advertisement for your product and your service. Okay, so free is the best way to go. If you're a solopreneur, if you're starting out, you don't have any funding or capital, you want to advertise for free, and it's great. You get new leads from there. And then you want to create a system and a framework around your products and your customers, okay? You want to create systems that help you to stay consistent, to help you save time because they're automated, and to scale once the first 3 steps are solid. So I also have just a quick illustration here. Okay, so monetize your clicks, affiliate marketing is another way to create an offer, or maybe you have or want to achieve a sponsorship or paid partner program, like how YouTube has an earn revenue paid partnership program, or you want to embed your links at minimum into emails the same way I've embedded my affiliate link with Myron Golden into my emails. Okay, so I just want to, and I also have some numbers here on the right side. So with this, I just wanted to show some of the things that happens on a monthly basis now that I've set these up. On the very top, that's my stand store. Okay. There's $134.67 waiting to be cashed out. And that's just from putting my links everywhere. Okay. So there's information. You can definitely go back and check your analytics to see where the traffic is coming from. But I just embed my links. And then this happens. Okay. The second one is a royalty payment from an ebook that I wrote on fitness, and that's on Amazon. Okay. So Amazon pays you for placing your products on their site, especially books, right? Ebooks. So Kindles or Audible books, you get a percentage and a commission from using their platform. And then you get their traffic as well. And then finally, on the bottom here, it looks like this month so far, I have about almost $75 waiting to be cashed out through Myron Golden's affiliation link. So people are just purchasing it, right? This is not, I've embedded that link one time, and now people can continue to buy every time that I send an email. Even if I'm just saying, hey, how you doing? In that email, that link is there. So I want to reassure you that whatever product you have, whatever service you have, whatever skill set, talent, your interest, or maybe there's just a burning problem that you want to solve and you feel like you have the solution, you can add that to a landing page and put the link inside of your emails, put the link inside of a text, create some content, short clips, nothing long. You could do 60-second reels just talking about your products and the service you offer and how they can find you, and you can make money in your sleep too. It feels pretty good. These are small numbers now, but they add up over time. I honestly don't even have a use for this right now, so it gets to just sit there. So think about how you compound money over time, because if you need it, then you can use it, right? That's your disposable income. But if you don't need it, you just continue to build on top of that. It's amazing. So I'm highly encouraging everyone right now to take a moment to think about these few questions as I wrap up. On the next slide, you have, again, to think about your offers. Do you have something people can pay you for right now? The answer is yes, by the way. You just need to think about what that is. So that should have been an open-ended question, actually. We all have something to offer people. Okay, our purpose in life is to help people. So you can help someone in some kind of way or fashion at this point. Then you need a lead generating system. Are new people finding out about you every week. That's your content, your digital real estate that you must own before it's too late, before the block is full. Content. Do you have a consistent way of delivering value to your audience for free? And are you doing that? The answer to that is yes. Are you doing it is the real question. And then finally, your system. When someone clicks your link, do they know what to do next? Because that's the difference between having a funnel and having a website. A website is going to bring people to your general page. But what if I was interested in something in particular that you talked about in your content? How do I find it? So you want to make sure you have a funnel system, a pathway designed to help your leads purchase the product or help your customers purchase the product that they initially clicked on the link for. And obviously, we're just about out of time. I'm going to bring in some other voices because there's some great apps that we want to share with you about how to create more passive income through clicks. But if you're interested, especially for my business owners, whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or a solopreneur, preneur, an established one in your early growth stage. On the next slide, what I want to offer you is a free live webinar that's happening this Saturday, May 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a small business month special. Come, y'all. There's a QR code right here. You scan it and then you sign up and you get your link. You get an email, and then you'll get another email from me in a couple of days leading up to the webinar. And in the meantime, you can also order your Boss Moves book if you're an aspiring entrepreneur or solopreneur that's established and you want to grow and scale your business. You need to eliminate some sort of block that you have or some hurdle that you have right now. You need to read this book. It's going to unblock it for you easily. And if it doesn't, I have a book club, and that's coming up in June. So you'll hear more about that at the webinar on Saturday on the 17th. If you can attend, please do. So you sign up for your Dream Small Business Live webinar. You order your Boss Moves books. That link is in the link for the webinar. So you'll see it. You'll see the blue hyperlink there. And then you want to check your emails and just stay tuned for more notifications about the webinar. With that, I am complete. I would love to bring up Dr. Eve. I see you on stage already, Dr. Eve, to talk about Fetch.
So Fetch, so here's the thing, folks. The reality is our data has value, right? And companies have been benefiting from our shopping data for years. So isn't it time for us to benefit too? So what I decided to do is use a Fetch app. It's a mobile app. And the way that works is you basically just scan, or you take a screenshot of any receipts that you have, whether the receipts are from the gas station, supermarkets, or retail shop, the dollar store, whatever it may be. And then they accumulate points. And you can actually then redeem those points for $5, $10, $25, up to $50. Just this morning, I did one for $50 for Amazon. And you can redeem it for a Visa card, a Walmart card, a retail stores, Uber. So it's just finally saying, if my data is going to be used, A, it's going to be with my consent, and B, I'm going to be compensated for it. So I'm going to actually drop also a link to the Fetch app. You want to be able to get it if you're interested, and it's very simple. You're just taking a snapshot of your receipts and that's it. But you want to do that through the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. But here's another thing, another quick tip, and I'll share, and I'll have Marie, if she's here, be able to share, is Amazon. I mean, we all use Amazon. Well, what if you are an Amazon associate or an Amazon influencer? Marie, if you would like to take that one over.
Hi. And you know what? I just recently, last couple of months, that I've entered this domain. I have a girlfriend who lives in Canada, and she was telling me how she was bringing in $800 to $1,000 a month through as being an Amazon influencer. And she's a mom with 2 small kids, so she doesn't have a whole lot of time. And when she explained the program to me and I looked into it, and I said, okay, this is something that I think I can do. So now there's the Amazon Associates, and then there's Amazon Influencer. Now for Amazon Associates, there's no really criteria in terms of becoming an associate. You do need to create a blog, YouTube, Facebook, where you drop a link of the product that you are that you're working with, and it could be a very specific niche that you have. So you're doing a blog, and within that, discussing whatever the issue is, you have a link there. So once someone reads it, and then they click on the link and say, okay, this is something that I'm interested in, you get a commission. Now with the Amazon influencer, that allows you, there is a criteria where you actually have to be active on social media. And it allows you to post reviews, video reviews of products. And it doesn't have to be that you purchase it from Amazon. It could be that you got something from Target, but there's the whole program supports you in identifying which items that already is Amazon, where you can actually videotape it. It's a bit specific, but you can also go into YouTube and of course Amazon and read more about it. But just to tell you my experiences, I decided to create a TikTok, use TikTok as my way of social media. And you have 3 chances to apply to be an influencer, because with influencer there's more movement and there's more opportunities to make funds. Now I haven't made anything yet because I'm still new to this, going on 2 months, and so I have some things to build. You do need to be eligible via your social media for the Amazon influencer, but once you're in, you don't even have to show your face. It could just be your hands and your talk and your voice. When you're looking at Amazon at a particular product, scroll down and you'll see video reviews. Those are influencers that have those reviews. And if you decide to buy something, they get a commission. With an Amazon associate, you read this blog about health and wellness, and you click on a particular product that they're highlighting, that Amazon associate gets a commission on that. So there's opportunities for both. However, the criteria to be an associate and to be an influencer is a little bit different, but not impossible. The Amazon influencer has become really popular now. My friend has told me, prior to that, didn't get a lot of play, but now there are folks out there, however, and you can still make money, it seems to me. So in the coming weeks, I have been traveling. Shayna's absolutely right. You have to have a foundation. You have to have a framework. And so these are the things that I'm going to be working on, because I want to make money while I'm sleeping. And yeah, it is definitely possible. And lastly, find something that you like, that you use, that you enjoy, in terms of creating your blog in particular. But with the Amazon influencer, I don't know if you can see this cup. Like this cup can go on, you could do a review on a cup, or the light bulbs. It's quite interesting what's happening in terms of making passive income today. All right, I'm complete.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you. So we're going to switch over to our host, Sawadi.
Well. That was phenomenal. That was really phenomenal. Thank you, ladies, for that. It's time for questions. Does anybody in the audience have any questions? Because that was some phenomenal content.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, Dr. Eve, I wasn't even using Fetch. Because it was like another thing to do. And I think that a lot of people feel that way about offers. It's easy, but you have to put in the work to remember to use that thing. So you're making me change my mind. I'm not at the step of the I'm not at the
I think
step.
when you receive your first gift card for $50, you'll enjoy it.
I was gonna say that there was a video that I just watched about Amazon reviews, and she said the exact same thing. Like it seems like it's not gonna do anything, or that it's slow, or that it's boring, or that you don't remember. But when you get your first check, that's what I was saying. Like, even looking at my numbers from these affiliations, like I didn't go into my Myron Golden account for a while. It wasn't until I saw an email that said the next payout is whatever date. And I went in there and I was like, what? I was like, okay, cool. And at that point, I did need the money. And so it's interesting to think about how you don't, like, there's a lack that you're focused on because you don't have something, and you do have it. And the work is the initial point. After that, there's just momentum. It just takes care of itself. And the money is a motivator once you start to do it.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
again, businesses are making money out of our data. So let's go ahead and start reaping those benefits too.
So, yeah, you've got hearts in the chat. Um, the thing I notice a lot is in the chat is making money while you sleep, making money passively. So yeah, all right, I'll get on it. I will definitely get on it because passive income is the name of the game. And I remember when the book, the 4-day work week came out. That was like a huge book, and people were trying to figure out how you could do that, but it's about making money while you sleep. And I see that Maati has her hand raised. Go ahead, Maati.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for
Hey,
great session. I started doing something and forgot and came on late. So I'm hoping there's a way I can see the beginning or what have you.
absolutely.
Great, great. And so my question is for about Fetch. So that's any receipt that you can take a picture of and cool. Okay.
Within the app, there's a little when you open up the app on your mobile phone, there'll be a little camera in the bottom. You click on that, you take a picture, you slide that little circle up there to verify, and as long as the date and the store and the amount is visible. But you have to do it, folks, within 14 days. If you don't do it within 14 days, the receipt is no longer valid. And
Okay.
there's ways where you could get up to 2,000 points if a brand for the week is something that you've purchased. You get all these other bonus points, so it's pretty cool.
I wonder if stores, like if you use a certain store, like my husband is an electrician, so he's in Home Depot and Lowe's all the time, and I
So
mean,
am I.
big money, So
And
I'm gonna
honestly,
take
you can
all
get
his
bonus
receipts.
points for one receipt that's just $1, and you'll get like maybe 200 extra bonus points because it's that particular store. But if you spend $3,000, it really doesn't matter. It's not about the amount that you're spending. It's
Okay.
just, it goes by the number of receipts that you enter.
Okay, he has lots of receipts too, so
There you go. Okay.
So we're gonna capitalize off that for sure.
Yup. Scan every receipt that you find that you
Yeah.
see. You might see one sitting next to you on the train or something. Go ahead and scan that.
Now,
Yeah.
folks, we always do say this in Disruptor DAO, though. You are always in the driver's seat. So there is an option there if you do not want your data shared. You also have the option in that app to be able to say, I don't want third-party sharing. Of course, there's going to be some that will need to be done to authenticate your receipts, but that they're selling the data to other brand stores because that's how they make their money. These data of how you shop, what's being bought, doing in what geographic locations, at what days, what times, what seasons, by whom's. When I say by whom, I mean the geographic locations. That's valuable data that they get. But you have the option. So always remember that.
And like you say, they're doing it anyway, whether we do it or not. They are absolutely. I mean, we really don't have much control over not doing it anymore. So you might as well make money off it. So
That's right.
and Shayna, you was talking about funneling or whatever. I guess I have to go back and watch the very beginning because we can't recap and whatever. But I'll go back and watch the beginning. If I have any questions, I'll just drop a link to Zawadi or Dr. Eve, and maybe they can just shoot it.
What I would like you to do is visit our YouTube channel. We're going to move on to the call to action, and Sawadi is going to share the link to our YouTube channel. The replay, the lives tonight will be posted by the end of the week in our YouTube channel. Just make sure that you click on live or play, the live tab in our YouTube channel, and it'll be there.
Okay. There's another question in the chat by Terry. And I've moved away from the chat now. Oh, Terry says, what about online shopping?
There's some spaces that's accepted, if I'm not mistaken, and Dr. Eve, maybe you might know something else, but they have specific e-receipts that they accept from online stores as well on Fetch.
Correct. And by the way, you could also do some online shopping on the actual Fetch app and also gain mega points as well. But yes, so when you go to the stores, they'll always say print text or things of that nature. So you could always, I like to have mine printed, and then it's easier to snapshot.
That
Great.
reminds me, I'm at the grocery store all the time, so I can just take my grocery receipt and
Yes. Yes.
spend
Every receipt from anywhere, you earn points anyway,
anywhere.
and then you get bonus points from certain stores.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I
So I
was
have dropped the
thinking the
link there.
same too. A lot of grocery shopping, to Trader Joe's
Mhm.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've had that app and I just really have, yeah, that's on me for not using it. I was looking for my Amazon affiliate link so I could drop it down. And if anyone has any more detailed questions about the program, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. I'm gonna drop my email down here. As I said, I'm just getting started, so I'm excited. I had a lot of fun making short videos on YouTube, on TikTok to become an influencer. And I did it. It was all about my dog or my daughter's dog.
So thank you, ladies. This has been a really great session, and I can tell that people are really interested in this topic. And I just want to let you know we've got people joining tonight from Atlanta, from Harlem, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Kansas City. Okay, let's see. I think there are two more messages. Let me just hit those really quick. Great information. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Even Costco. Does Fetch report to the IRS? Does anybody know?
No, I had put no. It's like I mean,
They don't do Costco?
oh no, they do. They do Sam's Clubs and things like that. Yes, but the
Oh,
question was, do they report to the IRS? You don't have to
oh,
put
okay.
your $50 gift cards in there. I mean, unless you're making like thousands of dollars, that's another topic. And folks, I'm going to close. Just on this topic in terms of referrals, don't be afraid to set up your referral codes. If you have a community and network and you want to pass on information, there's no shame in the game in sharing your referral codes as well. I mean, think about the affiliate process that Shayna also mentioned. We're networking, so everyone's helping one another. So thank you for being here tonight in this discussion.
All right. So next for the Dow. As you know, if this is your first time, you know now. You are being forewarned. Wellness Wednesdays is at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Our next week is Tech on a Budget, transform your teaching with free tools. Now we are going to get a whole lot of apps, free apps that we can use for teaching or not. But the thing is that they will be surrounding the area of tech. And some of us are still interested in learning more about tech. So that'll be a great session. Our season 3, which we're in now, finale will be Beyond the Panic, the Future of Finance. And that'll be our sister brother organizations, Journey to Wealth, of course, us, Disruptor Dow. All of a
And
sudden,
the Area Foundation.
uh, the Area Foundation and Journey to Wealth.
Mhm.
And we're coming together to present this topic to you. So as Dr. Eve has mentioned before, please check our replays. Our link, our QR code is there, and also it's youtube.com/@DisruptorDAO. The @ is very important. But we are now getting our content up and out, so you'll be able to view what you may have missed, and we are adding content weekly. Our products. So I mentioned the affirmation and mindset prompt deck a little earlier this evening. We've created a fabulous deck. You can use this deck every day. Pull a card, get a prompt, and journal. You can journal okay, let me say this. We're in the process, or we're in the conversation of making money, building wealth, dealing with our mindset. And so we want to be in activities that can produce those things, that can bring those things to the forefront in our lives, have us clear a path for wellness and wealth. So that mindset deck is a phenomenal item. Buy one for yourself and also buy one as a gift, or 2 or 3. Along with that is the affirmation and mindset journal. You can use the cards along with the journal. That's another great gift idea, and it's a great idea for yourself. I do own one. I think most of our co-founders own one. It really is good. And lastly, but not least, our Telegram chat group. So you can take a photo, you can click on the QR code, but it's bit.ly/disruptor tribe. So without further ado, I'm going to once again say thank you for joining us. We've had a great session and we are glad that you made time for us tonight. And we will say good night.
Good night, all.
Peace,
Good night,
y'all.
everyone.
Thank
Come
you
on the
for coming in.
28th.
You.
Come next week. Come on the 28th.
Okay.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all.
Good night. Thank
Beyond the
you.
panic.
Especially if you're educators or mentors. Those free apps are really geared for educators.
Yeah. Beyond the panic.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, Shayna.
Good job. That was a great session.
Thank you, Gabriella.
Hey,
Hi,
Gabriella.
Gabby. Thank you
Thank you for
Yeah.
for being
coming.
here. Yeah.
A lot of insightful information. I'll start looking into it.
All
Yeah, let us know
right.
how you do, okay?
Sounds good. All right, guys, take care.
You too. Have a good night,
Bye.
love.
Have a good night.
You
Good
too.
Go
night.
up to down.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Thank you.